President Trump sounds off on a report revealing the cost of Robert Mueller's Russia investigation. In a tweet this morning, the president said the investigation has already cost taxpayers nearly $17 million, and it's going up fast. Some lawmakers are calling for an audit to ensure the money allocated by Congress is being spent appropriately. However, Congress can reportedly do little to cut funding from Mueller as his budget falls under a special Treasury Department account. One America's Neil McCabe reports.
Yes, that's right. Well, there's no breakdown of how many people are actually working for Special Counsel Robert Mueller. But with my own research, I've come up with roughly 30 lawyers and a support staff of another 20. Then, of course, there's rent and equipment for starting up a team like this from scratch. That $17 million number that you mentioned before, that also includes employees from the FBI and DOJ that have been tasked to help Mueller. The first expense report ran from May 17, 2017 through the end of September, and that was roughly $7 million. So far, since October, Mueller is at another $10 million, which gives you that $17 million figure. I should also add that the Justice Department has budgeted another $10 million for Mueller for fiscal year 2019. The DOJ said this was just a placeholder number just in case. I'm sure the president did not ask for that $10 million, and so I'm wondering if he even knows that Justice is budgeting another 10 for another year of Mueller. The president also mentioned the 17 lawyers who have donated to the Democrats, or their wives have donated to the Democrats working for Mueller. Certainly there are no lawyers working for Mueller who are associated with conservative causes or the Republican Party. One name that jumps out at me working for Mueller is Brandon Van Grack. He's a Justice Department lawyer who's responsible for Mueller getting the records, the emails, the cell phones, the laptops from the presidential transition team, and that was without a warrant or a subpoena. Now, the GSA's Trump-appointed general counsel, a man named Richard Beckler, he actually opposed this transfer to Mueller without any sort of warrant or subpoena, since Brandon Van Grack had just sent over a request. Unfortunately for the presidential transition team, which was also opposed to this transfer, Beckler went into the hospital in August of 2017 with an illness that would eventually kill him. While Beckler was on his deathbed, Van Grack worked with Obama holdovers at the GSA and got all of those materials for Mueller without any subpoena or warrant. In fact, the people associated with the presidential transition team, they didn't really realize that Mueller had these materials until they started showing up in court filings from Mueller in November and December. I should also point out that one thing that's interesting about the Mueller team is that there is no one in Washington, D.C. who actually believes he will show up with any evidence or proof of Russian collusion. One of the clues to this is in the media, the Democrats are now referring to Russian meddling rather than Russian collusion. And I think the reason why they're moving the goalposts is they realize that Mueller isn't going to come up with anything. And so really the question is, how long will we have to pay Mueller's rent?
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.